So first of all, a very warm welcome to each one of you who has taken time out to join. We are very honored. And for those of you who do not know us, I am Shatarupa. I am a student of life. And whatever experiences, whatever insights, whatever knowledge I've gained through life, I try to share with you. And I have with me Harpreet Kaur. She's
Hello, everyone.
an intuitive, she's a psychic, she's a channeler, light code channeler, and she is also a very good healer. So anyone has any issues in that count, you can contact her. So this solar eclipse, I was asked to do this just after the eclipse completes because the eclipse energies were very high. It completed in the 7 o'clock Indian time, around 7 o'clock. The masters had asked me to come do this after this because during the eclipse, some of you may be having headaches and a little disturbance in your energies. So it was asked to held now in the current time. So I was asking masters that there is always a big hype about the eclipse and how will this eclipse really affect us? So when I was asking them, they showed me a black tunnel type thing. Then I was very disturbed. I said that it is so black, then means it is going to be very tough time for people, a very harsh time for people. You are showing me only black. Then they said, no, look deeply. And when I really looked deep inside it, I saw a huge tunnel-like darkness. And around it, there was lights like you have when you are playing those firecrackers, you have bundles of lights around. There were lights around that tunnel. And at the end of the tunnel, there was a huge, bright golden light. So I asked masters, what is the significance of this? Does it mean that with sparks of light, most of the time, the coming 6 months will be very dark? They said, no. This is a very karmic eclipse. And this totally depends on the person and how they handle it. This will be a very challenging time in the sense that you will feel that everything that you resonated with till now, a lot of your ideologies, a lot of your belief systems, a lot of the things that were set in your life, like relationships, like jobs, everything may become a little topsy-turvy. Everything may become very disturbed, and you may feel that nothing is going right. It may give you the feeling that everything is disturbing. During this period of this great disturbance, as you will feel, if you can have faith, if you can have trust, and if you can fully surrender that this is for a higher good, for a greater good, then at the end of the tunnel, there is a huge light for you because it will determine how much hard work you do on yourself this current 2 months. After 2 months, you'll start seeing the results. So the coming 2 months, I would request every one of you to be very, very patient with yourself. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever is happening in your body, whatever is happening in your family, whatever is happening with your finances, whatever is happening with your relationships, trust that everything is for a greater good. So as the master showed me that this is a very intuitive time. And if you can really connect to yourself during this time, if you can really meditate and really concentrate within yourself, as you did now, breathing deeply into your heart center, and if you can concentrate and connect to yourself, what will happen? You will get flashes of intuition. You will have very strong gut feelings. And you will be directed and told exactly how to move on with life. But that will only happen if you are not scattered, if you are not angry, if you are not disturbed, if you are not in ego, because solar eclipse means it is directly focusing on your soul, on your ego. So if you are not in an egoistic mode, if you are not in a dominating mode, if you are not in a mode of control, that I will control my life, I want my career to be this way, I want my relationships to be this way. If you are not doing it in that way, then the masters say, if you surrender and trust in the divine, as I shared with you a few days back, what happened to me when I was going to the office, a rickshaw took me to the office. So in this way, if you can really surrender totally and completely in the divine, if you can understand that everything happens for a higher purpose, because we see only the window view. Whatever we see, I feel that we see through a window. When we open the window, what do we see? We see a little bit. We do not understand. We think that this much I can do. But actually, when you see it from the helicopter view, that God is seeing, maybe just after that view, there is a huge canal, there's a huge snake sitting there. We do not understand those things because we cannot see. We have a very tunnel vision. So if we stop this tunnel vision and we really surrender to the divine, and if we understand that everything happens for a bigger good, then we will be able to handle this eclipse very well, and we will be able to reap a very good benefit out of it. Because it is totally how much effort you put, how much you surrender, how much you trust. This eclipse is nothing else. And every eclipse, especially this eclipse, has very positive points if you really work on yourself. And sometimes I understand in this current COVID situation, it is very difficult for you to trust. I'll share with you 2 stories of healings that I got, and you will understand how the higher power works. One was from a family where they were they had been very poor and not educated. And they had taken great pains to bring up their son, and they brought that son up to be a lawyer. He was a very big lawyer, and he got married a few years back. And after marriage, he started having ego problems, that my mother and father are not up to my level. And he started shunning them. I didn't know all this story. This the master showed me. When I was trying to do his healing, he was in the hospital because of COVID. Whenever I tried to do his healing, master said, karma, you cannot do his healing. So I asked why. Then they showed me that after he got married, he became so egoistic, and because his marital family was a very well-to-do family, he started alienating himself from his parents, and he and his mother-in-law and wife, they really hurt his parents a lot. So now whenever I went to give healing to them, master said, karma, karma, karma. So I tried to understand what was the karma here. Then I saw it unfold because he started deteriorating day by day, and now he's on ventilator. But the masters had told me that no, he will recover. After all his money is finished, his daughter-in-law, his wife and his mother-in-law will have to go and take money from these people only, whom they have shunned. Then when they finally bow down to them, then the karma will be released and he will get well and come down. So when you see him being sick, he's a great lawyer, he's only 30-year-old, and he is brilliant, and you will see that this is very great injustice, why it is happening. And why to our parents who have brought him up in such a careful way, why should they get so much pain? So you understand that higher always does justice. So whatever you are thinking now is not always what it is. So this COVID that he is suffering has a big karmic lesson for the whole family. So if you look at things in this perspective, you will have a much calmer view of everything. You will not be so scared and you will not be so disturbed, because in India we have the highest rate of recovery still now. Another incident I would like to share, because everything, this will give you an idea, because that we really have a tunnel view and we really see things from the window view. One lady, she was a very poor lady. She also had a lot of struggles in her life, and she brought up a daughter, and she finally arranged the marriage of the daughter. And the daughter had a baby, and she came back for the baby to be born. And she was with the mother after even 5 months of the baby. She was not going to her parents' house, to her in-laws' house. And the relationship between the daughter and the husband was getting deteriorated. And this lady was so much in trauma because she had done so much to bring the family to this part. And she was really disturbed. And she was asking me what to do. I tried to counsel the daughter, but the daughter was adamant, I have to do a lot of work there, I don't want to go. Then what happened? This lady, who is always mostly inside the home, she got coronavirus. And the daughter jumped out and went to her in-laws. But she recovered very fast, within 5-6 days. But you see how this coronavirus was a trigger to take the daughter back to the in-laws. So what we see, what we understand is always not the ultimate. Everything has a very, very divine purpose behind it. So during this eclipse period, which is 6 months, I ask you to trust completely in the divine. Trust completely that what they have planned for you is for your highest best. And this is a time when you really need to work on yourself. If you look at the eclipse from the point of view of astrology, you will understand that this is happening in the Mrigashara Nakshatra, which has the symbol of a deer, which is supposed to, what does a deer do? It's always roaming about in the forest. So it has a restless energy. It is an energy which cannot be tamed down. So this eclipse will have this energy, a restless energy, energy which is not really grounded. But if you understand that this has a restless energy and I really need to ground myself, and you really try to do meditation and ground yourself, you will be really able to control your mind and your emotions, which will be greatly disturbed during this eclipse period. So if you are totally in surrender, you will not be in trauma because of your emotions, and you will not be disturbed by your intellectual logical reasonings, which are sometimes totally in contrary to your divine intuitions. So if you can really ground yourself, surrender, and keep your emotions and your logic in tame. You tame them, you don't allow them to run haywire like the deer. Then what will happen? You will be able to really harness the energies of this eclipse. And another thing about this eclipse is it is happening on the day which in Bengal we celebrate as Falaharini Amavasya, and this is the day when Ramakrishna worshipped his wife Ma Sauda Devi as the Divine Mother. And this day is very pious because it is said that she was worshipped as the goddess of wisdom. And she is the another roop of Ma Kali. And what does Ma Kali do? When you worship her on this day, Ma Kali really helps you to clear your karmic debts. She really helps you clear your karma. Because if you really surrender to Ma Kali, she helps you to clear your karmas. And another thing, this is a day which many of you know, is a day when in the Indian mythology, it is said that Shani Dev was born. And who is Shani Dev? He's Saturn. Who is Saturn? Who is supposed to be the ruler of our karmic issues. So this is a very powerful day to release all our karmas. So that is why I wanted to hold the meditation, because we can really work on our karmas today and try and release whatever we can. And it is also a very healing eclipse, because if you really work on yourself, you'll be able to heal a lot of your paraptra karma that you bring in, and you'll be really able to realign your life in the best direction that it is supposed to go, not what you thought was supposed to go. Sometimes when someone loses everything, they lose their jobs, they lose their families, they lose their relationships, we think that it is a great misfortune that has befallen that person. But as the masters have shown me in my meditations, that no, it is because they really want to jerk that person, because that person was not listening to the messages that the universe was giving, not listening to the intuition, not listening to the gut feeling. Then what they did, they really push that person up and really take everything from that person. Why? Because they want that person to go to the line that they are supposed to go. Suppose if you are supposed to be a healer and you are still being a chartered accountant, you will have faced a lot of problems there and you will be forced to leave. Like last 2-3 years, I was posted in a department which has really no work absolutely. And I was really, what is it, Babaji, why have you sent me here? Then I realized that he was giving me time to study, really giving me time to go inward. And now I've been given the timeline that next year I have to leave my job. So the universe knows what you are supposed to do. It is not what you think you are supposed to do. So if you can really surrender and realign yourself with the universal energies, this eclipse is going to be a very beautiful eclipse for you. It will really change your life. You will have to work hard, my dear ones. You will have to work hard because the time is such that you will have to work hard. But if you work hard, you don't always get the results. But this time, if you work hard, the masters are ready to give you very good results, very deep results. So this was my analysis of the eclipse as I see it spiritually and astrologically. And then now we'll start the meditation. And I would just ask you not to be afraid of any eclipse, because eclipses are actually turning points in our life and they herald great changes in our life. So it is a time when you can really reconnect to yourself and try to see what is best for you. So now we will invoke the masters and do the meditation. And Harpreet will be giving the light codes. For those of you who don't know light codes, it's a universal language which is used as a key to unlock many dense energies, stuck energies in your system, which needs to be let go, and it helps really fast for that. So my dear ones, please close your eyes as we start the meditation. Breathe deeply into your heart center. Breathe in and out and keep your focus totally on your breath. I call on the mighty creator of the creators, the creator of all divine creation. I call on our creator, our Father God, our Mother God, our monad, our soul group. I call on all the mighty gods and goddesses across all dimensions and time and space and frequencies to be with us now. I call on all the mighty galactic masters, star masters, the masters of the Galactic Federation, the masters of the intergalactic councils, the masters of the councils of love, light, healing, ascension, the karmic board. I call on the masters of the council of earth. They are a very beautiful council who are assisting us in every moment, in everything in our life. We invoke the divine essence and presence. We invoke the council of the elders, the councils of 12, the councils of 9, the councils of 7, the councils of 5, the councils of 3, and the holy council of 1. We invoke all the ascended masters, living masters, across all dimensions of time, space, and frequencies. We invoke Mother Gaia and all the masters of the inner realms of the earth, the masters of the hollow earth, all the pyramids and the hidden knowledges inside the hollow earth. We request your divine blessings with us now. We request the angelic realms, the unicorn collectives, the dragon collectives, the celestial dolphins, whales, mermaids, fairies, the mineral kingdom, the celestial kingdoms all around, celestial temples, energy vortexes to support us in this meditation. We call on our individual teams of light and our higher selves to embody into us now so that we can receive the fullest and the divine blessings which is to be received by us now. And the masters are building a grid for you in a beautiful shape of a huge circular amethyst, and is surrounded by a huge layer of citrine. It is almost like the eclipse as we could see it today, like a ring of fire. We sit inside the amethyst in a circular ring, and the citrine surrounds us. And Lord Shiva comes down and places his trident in the middle of the amethyst. And Lord Vishnu sends his Sudarshan Chakra to release all energies which are not serving our highest best as we sit inside this divine grid. We ask the creator energies to send the divine light, the golden white light of the creator, to flow through us, through all our galactic chakras, to the 12 chakras connected to us, to 252 minor chakras, and pass through our Earth Star chakra to the central core of Mother Earth, from where Mother Earth sends a beautiful pink and silver light which passes through every bone, every blood, every ligament, every tissue, every cell, every organ, every gland of our body, through our meridian systems, through our nervous system, and passes through the crown and connects with the source, keeping us in a huge pillar of light, which as it anchors with our divine energies, really heals and activates Mother Earth also. And now we ask the divine to give the divine codes to connect to our higher self and to our I am presence before we start the meditation.
So, unsiki kata say, take a deep breath into your heart chakra. Sam tha san sam sa sam se kustra. Om thi kha si kle thro krana se ke. Om sa rutri kha siki. As kru ana ayate as you taking a deep breath through your heart center. A beautiful door has opened. Amam itan ta tru sa kris kru tre 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 isa iku siki ar asa ite tru tru se kia atro san se ki atre sikin sikro tra 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 is Indhayokru siki atra sasamtro intre is going deeper. Rasasiki sisiki o atata ante usaka inayako tro neki a asike antre sikandile na ansike shikria te beyond the doubts, confusion. Umru andra dre asaka sikri on ara ikas kaskia ankle ur tru siki hum trase sakyas al aham sikyasa full surrender ta si kru antre tra anta sakasel ur kri shi anta sike shu through ne kam sa shuki. Take a deep breath in and out. In sa sa. So deep, so good, so good.
As you breathe into your heart centers, breathing deeply in and out, most of you feel that your soul is weary, tired, restless. It is full of ignorance, full of pain, full of fear, full of depression, sadness, anger, hopelessness, helplessness. There's a lot of grief and frustration also in many of you. As you keep on breathing into your heart center, all these energies start coming up, and there's a huge chaos, a huge heaviness inside your heart. We call her now Mother Golden Tara, Mother Green Tara, Mother Quinine, Ma Durga, Ma Kali, Ma Kamakhya, Mother Mary, all the divine mothers in every form. We call you to surround the heart chakra and to send your divine blessings, divine healings. And as they bless it, inside a heart chakra, a very small bud starts to form. It has deep green stem and a beautiful red colored bud. And as the divine energies start flowing in from the divine mothers, healing all the ignorance that we have and turning it into knowledge, one petal of the bud opens. Again, as they send the love, the light, the healing, the pain transforms, and another petal of the bud opens. As the healing continues, fear washes away from us, and in the place of fear, there is a huge faith that surfaces, and another petal opens. As their energies keep on flowing to us, depression from a deep inner cause is pulled out, and in its place, we feel joy, we feel confidence, we feel happiness, and another petal opens. As more divine energies in the form of divine rays, divine light, divine transmutations in the form of an energy generator that they have placed there, which is sucking away everything that is there, which is not for your highest best. Your anger releases and is filled with understanding. And your heart fills with understanding and opens up another petal of the bud. Now you feel the helplessness moving out of you as you start to surrender in this divine energies, and another petal opens. The hopelessness, the helplessness, the pain that the situation from the last 1.5 years have filled you with, they start releasing with these divine energies, and another petal opens. The petal of divine surrender, divine trust, divine faith, and it is luminous in its beauty. All grief, all frustration, every kind of low energies which are in your system starts flowing out as full acceptance, love and compassion floods your heart. And the whole flower is now blossoming. Inside your heart center, a beautiful red and green. Keep on breathing into this energies of this divine flower as it heals your heart. And let the cords of divine healing energies flow through you.
Amen. Ooh, see, 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 Nayu. Purvati Sikha Inti Koshi. Tundri Trinandru Is Tu Indri Nando Si Kundre Nandrantu Kundri Trindram tram trim trim ring tran trum trim tram 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 trim tram tram trim tran te trim tru ta na te im ti tra im tre im tre tram tri ana teram trum tra ata iti nam tru nam ti nam tru imtri nantre ramtro rantre imtra trotrim.
The lotus is blooming, a beautiful lotus. And the divine healing energy are walking inside your heart chakra. You are being divinely healed, divinely blessed. Keep on breathing into this heart center. Feel the energies flow through you for 1 minute. Then we move to the next part. Keep on breathing. Keep on healing yourself. Let the waves of energy flow through your every system, your mind, body, mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, releasing from it everything which is not for your highest best. And as you release and heal yourself, let us invoke Mother Kali, the divine protector, the divine savior. Let us invoke her divine presence, her essence, and let us invoke Lord Saturn and also the karmic board, as it is a very powerful day for releasing our karmas. We invoke these divine beings, Mother Kali, Lord Saturn, and the karmic board. And we ask for the presence and essence of the karmic board to surround us in this grid. And as they surround us in this grid, they place each one of us in a divine diamond, which diamond is your individual diamond which will help you release your karmic ties and cords as much as you are ready to release now. For you have to know that unless you have been really working on yourself, divine grace does not flow through. But if you have been really working on yourself, the Master is ready to shift a huge burden from you today. So connect to the karmic board, connect to Mother Kali, connect to Lord Saturn, and pray to them. Pray to them to release all your karmic ties, all your toxic patterns, all your old grudges and guilts, all your old ways of thinking and doing, all your negative belief systems. Invoke them. Let the divine energies flow through you of these wonderful beings. And now, as you sit inside this diamond, specially visualize any special person that you want to release the karmic ties with. And if there is no special person, just remember all the incidents which trouble you, which disturb you. And if you cannot even remember those and you have really worked on those, just pray that I accept all the mistakes that I made in this lifetime and other lifetimes, across all dimensions of time and space and frequency, wherever I was, at whatever space and time, and whatever I did, I ask forgiveness. I apologize for my mistakes, for anything that I've done, knowingly or unknowingly, through all dimensions of time, space, and frequencies. As you sit inside this diamond, pray with your heart and soul. And the frequencies of the karmic board come and give you a silver thread in your hand. And this silver thread will help you to cut as many karmic cords as you want to today, which you're allowed to. See yourself covered all around like a cocoon with karmic threads as you sit inside this divine diamond. And now take this silver ray that they've given you, silver thread, and it will slice away as many karmic cords as you want to. Keep on working on yourself, slicing away as many threads as you can, and keep on praying that forgive me for what I did not know, what I did not understand, and what I did in my ignorance, in my not being knowledgeable enough, or out of spite, out of anger, out of any lower emotions, if I did anything which was not for the highest best, I request the Karmic Council to forgive me, to release me from this heavy burden so that I can move ahead, lighter and brighter, faster and swifter in my spiritual journey. Mother Kali comes with her divine sword and starts cutting away all your cords, all the cords which are not serving you, through lifetimes, through eons, which you are holding on. Ask forgiveness from every soul that you have ever hurt. Ask forgiveness, deep forgiveness. And now let them go. Let the cords be cut. Let the cords be cut. Let the cords be cut. All the divine karmic cords that you have built with your actions, with your words, with your deeds, let Mother Kali cut it for you. She is now in a tremendous mood. Her hair is flying all around. And she's going from cutting cords from every one of you. And now she asks you to bow down as she cuts your head. Do not be afraid, my dear ones. It is a symbolic gesture of cutting your ego so that you can move forward. As Mother Kali cuts your head and the blood spurts from you, all the toxicity from your system flows out, and the Karmic Council, in a huge silvery color, sucks it out from you. And now, Lord Saturn and Mother Kali, place your head back on your head, on your body. All the cords around you are cut. You are fully complete, releasing all the karmic cords you are ready to release. Now call back all the soul fragments across all dimensions of time, space, and frequency, attached to these cords, attached to these incidents. Let them flow back to you, fully rinsed, cleansed, and filled with God's light, back to the divine blueprint of your original soul, free of all the trauma, free of all the pain, filled with only the knowledge and the learning. Let it come back to you and integrate into you as the divine codes for the karmic release and the karmic integration takes place.
Tri tri nanta asakam tri utut at ata aya a uka ti kas kas kus kusia ka thak kikin tal ti tat tat tan turputi ante kalakam I uskus ka aya ham taka tal tal ol em ata aya ko tukru sikya se kum trakar inka itiki going deeper at the cellular level tratika atakatte te kyum tukru tika ante itikra inti aka kiam tru utikn tiknang tinyam tra tri intrut kutai tikra open imati ka iti rakate alakati anta ate rasakati sokya sa ya amta saka nia amto kro tia amto kro tru umte itia sa amte ia to yam te kra tra from tia ata katya te kram to te nam te yam takata ata umti kro umto kro hota te kam tro tra inte ta ti kram taka im tu kru tikra ata ante ata radha te krumta ata nante tia nante te amdho yata te tanamattu e ata ante yatu kramta ante yata anta tinti atte te amto tatta ne adhe yata tassa sa utre intri krasa ene yaka ante kya hasikium tru si hatekra yatena mai kiam to sa se kro tra tam tri sakasya sa se sukuyuto shanyante ante itra sakaisia no ta ya te asa ta yate ya tassa yate kamto utra ata yadha te sam siha ka itiam so ko sa shihata nam trustra ia krasa kre enanta uskusia sekya ta ne alha anam to kante nia kro nia amti ka ase ki atar amto im para asasa saya te kramte isikanse sha umtro ho rahate hate release the doubt tri krasta ina masikka sia num tro sukushishi en tu tra tro tra nemti ina mayaka te yaka la umdru ta ani ram de raho to trus kras kia nante ur amdhi ra tra netam trom tre la yakam tro rasaya yim tikrah sasakai sianam tro otoroto enamaya atara lehe takkan te raham toho te tre trahasan se kyom tru nante enamam te ya raham to kru andhaya te kratatante lahu truta asaya te krantante hal yata ratar niham to krosa yate ka sakya asaya undru hadhayate mayate raham to sahas त्रिया सकाश्यः नहं तोहोत्रोहो सहायते क्रहं तः नहं तेहे तेह रहत तः यते एनमयतान्ते यधा तस्सम तेहे क्रोहम तेहे नहं तः तनमं ते त्रि ससम त्रुम धे नहा तन्ते उत ता नमते इत्यम ता सा स्य कम तो त्या नम ता यतम ती तुन्ते यता अधैरदा इत्यनम तो त्र धा यते नहन्ते क्रमता यते नहन्तो yata nadha yate rahasaka yate nam releasing from your navel ama tha yi skrata ne yandha iti raham to hosa kyum ta naha yate undhal dhe rahas tahan te naham to hosti kaham te sika saha tahan te अरमहा यदे क्रहम तुहु सह 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 सयम त्रे चिंते याख्या धे रहा तांते न यतांधर हम त्रोसकंसी कहते हैं त्रुमा यदे नदंतरा हंते कहम तो सकंसी हम ता यमम ते यता निमधी रहम तो कम या रहम ते का सस्य कम तो रहम त्या 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 Nam Namate, bow your head. Yadamde as a gratitude. Tu Reda Nahantihi Kransihe Kahasakasyanam Ruhutain Saham Tehe Tahat Tahasako Shiham Ti Raha Tehe Kaham Tiha Lehataraham Te Nahayam Tiha Rohom Niham Tiha Yahasakam De Raham Toho Nahayati Krama Yadhatanante तनमा यता तरह धे धन था थ्य सकाते नमता ते नमा यधे तनमंता नमतंते नमहोत्रम धे नमतिया तंते नायधे न्यम तंते नमहा यधे नहंतहा कहस्सकायन्ते नमयोहरम तनायधे कुनमयत्तन्ते नमयारधन्धे रहस्सकाशिहं ते नमयतोऽसं तीरहम् तिहस्सा यथे रहम तहो कहम तय न्यम तहा सिहिष्यो क्रमधे नहायते सकोशम ही रहस्य शेते. Take a deep breath in and out. So be it.
Keeping your hands on your heart chakra. Breathe in the energies and thank Mother Kali, Lord Saturn, and the karmic board from the bottom of your heart. Keep on breathing deeply into these energies. As you breathe into these energies, you feel much lighter and much brighter. There's a new tomorrow unfolding for you. A new tomorrow which is filled with dedication, with patience, with faith, with surrender, with trust, with effort, and with divine grace. As your team of light and all the divine masters support you as you start walking towards the soul plan, the higher path which had been chalked out for you. Understand that all of you here are not ordinary. All of you have a divine mission to spread the light in whatever way you can. But to spread the light, we first have to be the light. So understand this and release any denseness in your energies, any denseness in your emotions, any denseness in your thinking patterns, anything which is of the lower vibration. Start releasing it. You are not meant for it. My dear ones, you are not meant. You are much higher beings, much higher souls. All those who sit now and all those who listen listen later, the Masters are saying, you each have a divine mission. And this divine mission is to expand the heart, expand your love, expand your compassion, and spread it into every corner of the world. The Masters, the Divine Karmic Board, the Masters, the Councils of Ascension, the Councils of Love, the Councils of Light, the Councils of Healing are all sowing seeds inside you. In this new moon, they are putting down seeds of spiritual growth, of emotional mastery, because unless and until you master your emotions, you cannot progress spiritually. It will always pull you back, always pull your vibrations down. So emotional mastery is something you'll have to master if you want to be a spiritual master. And they're opening up your individual soul mission, releasing the blocks to the path. You're not walking on your soul path, even though you know it, many of you. They're saying that you're hesitating, you're procrastinating, you're not doing the work that you're supposed to do, even though you know it fully well. You are thinking that the time is not right, or you have responsibilities. The masters request you, the time is right, and you will be able to handle all your responsibilities more easier if you do the divine work, because there will be more grace flowing into your life. So this new moon, let us set the intention that we walk forward on a soul path with grace and joy and happiness filling our hearts, determined to have faith, to have trust, to have surrender, so that we are not disturbed, we are not angry, we are not upset. We will weed out any energies which are not for our highest best. In the coming 6 months, we will transform our lives for the highest best. And with these intentions, we ask the masters to give the course, to really embed it deep inside your psyche, so that these intentions of transformation really work through you.
Saham Nikam Ni Krusantan Tante Namto Tur Tante Nim Terat Krin Trase Kruntre Trimtro Nianta Trum Nekya Traat Im Tro Trekram Tra Nim Truski Tram Im ta iki ram tra ta in krai ate entra ala tre enamatat tam trun sikan se shukru niham tra unum tra amantre amamtro sassetya namtrana iti krea amdranata inti kramto unutun sakasya namato untrum sakasya hatamto ten taramate te nam tru sikin shihi tra amtre untraham te ki amtha ikis kashpante urram pra asasam sihi kahamto tru hamte na ne hamtro sasamte isi tra ke nohum tru sesante tiha saha se ki nam to so ki nam so to so be it, so be it, so be it. It is that.
Keep on breathing deeply. in divine gratitude to the divine masters who have done such a lot of work on us today. Those of you who want to be in these energies can leave the meeting now.